Hi, everybody. It's Austin here, or Luna. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. It's my birthday today. I'm old. I just woke up. It's like 6 p.m. I slept my whole birthday away. But hey, whatever. Just another day for me. I'm just a boomer now. But yeah, it's my birthday. I've been having a good birthday so far. Thank you for all the birthday wishes to everybody in the Discord and everybody in my comments and on Twitter and on Instagram that have been sending me messages, wishing me a happy birthday. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful to have been doing this long. I've been doing this for like 11 years. It's crazy. I was literally 15 when I started this, and now I'm 27. That's insane. Let the comments flow in. I'm waiting. But yeah, guys, thank you for real. I appreciate y'all. Anyway, today's story, I have a birthday themed story. Now, most of my birthdays are very fun. Like 9 times out of 10, when I have a birthday, it's a good time, and I have my friends come over, and we hang out, and it's a good time, right? I'd say about 99% of my birthdays have been very fun without any problems. But there's that 1%, and that story time today is about the 1%. So today's story time takes place back in 2013. Now, around this time, I was in school, obviously. I was only like 14 years old, so obviously I was still in school. And it was about to be my birthday. Yeah, it was almost my birthday. It was October 23rd. And I didn't really have anything planned for it. I knew I wanted to hang out with some friends. I knew I wanted to do something, but I didn't have anything planned. So on this day, the 23rd, I was in school, right? And one of my friends, my closest friend at the time, we'll call him Justin, he came up to me at my locker and he was like, yo, your birthday's in like literally a couple days. Like, what are you doing? And I was like, I don't know. I was just gonna have some friends come over. And he's like, bet, am I invited? I was like, bro, of course. And he's like, cool, like who else do you want to come over? And I started naming some names, and in total, I named about 5 people, counting Justin, right? I didn't want to have a huge party. I just wanted like 5 of my closest homies and me to hang out. And Justin had an idea that I really liked the idea of. He's like, yo, what if you have it at my house? And I was fine with that idea, because honestly, my mom would probably like not having a bunch of kids at her house, being messy. Plus, I have it at my house every year. And Justin's house was cool as hell. He had a nice ass house, and he had a pool and shit, an indoor pool, by the way, which is crazy. It just seemed like the perfect place to have a little birthday party at, right? So I was with it. I was like, dude, that sounds awesome. Like, you'd do that? He's like, hell yeah, man. I'll ask my parents tonight. So I was stoked. And later that night, Justin called me, and he was like, yo, we're good to go. Like, this Friday, are you down to do it? And on Friday, it was going to be the 25th. So that was perfect, because then at midnight, it'd be the 26th, and it'd be my birthday, and we'd all be together. So I was stoked. I was like, yeah, dude, that works. I'll go ask my mom. So I went to the other room. I was like, hey, mom, can I have my birthday party at Justin's on the 25th? And she's like, yeah, that's fine by me. Who's coming? And I told her. And she's like, all right, cool. Fine by me, as long as his parents are cool with it. So it was planned. It was all good. Everything was ready. I was excited. Fast forward to the day of the 25th, the day of the party, the day before my birthday officially hit. I was very excited, right? I got through school that day very, very just like excited. I was anticipating my birthday. I was excited. And after school was over, I went home, played a little bit of Xbox, and like 2 hours later, it was time to jump in the car, go to Justin's house, and have my birthday party. Now, upon getting there, it was awesome, man. Justin's mom, she set up the whole house with like, birthday-themed decorations and balloons, and she just went all out. I really appreciated that. She did not have to do that. She opened up her house to have my party. I really appreciate that, right? And like I said earlier, it wasn't a big party or anything. It was like 5 people plus me. So it was like 6 people total, and then his parents. So like it wasn't a huge thing, but it was still nice of her to host us, Anyway, yeah, we started the party. Very, very fun. They got some pizza. We did cake. It was great. Great time, right? Now, later on in the night, it was time to open some presents, and that was cool. My homies all got me some very nice shit, okay? My one friend got me like a $50 Chipotle gift card, because I liked Chipotle a lot back then. That was pretty cool. My other friend bought me some headphones, which was insane. They were nice as hell. Another friend of mine got me a hoodie from Zoomies. They all really went all out. I really appreciated them. They like really went all out. And yeah, it was awesome. This whole day was going great, right? And as you guys know, when something's going great in my life, usually something has to come along and be like, hey man, it's not going to be great anymore. Get ready. So fast forward to later that night. It's about 11:30, 11:45, almost time for my birthday officially, almost the 26th, almost 15. And I was very excited, obviously, because at midnight, I'd be officially older, right? I thought it was cool. Well, we're all hanging out in Justin's pool room, right? And Justin's parents come in, and the dad's like, hey, we're going to bed. Happy early birthday, Austin. If you guys need anything, just come wake us up. We'll be upstairs. If you guys go outside or anything, stay in the front and backyard. Do not leave this neighborhood, and please keep it down. Have a good night, guys. And they left. They went upstairs to go to bed. Now, after this, about 15, 20 minutes later, it was midnight. I was officially 15. My friends were all like, happy birthday, Austin. And, they're all like celebrating. I was celebrating. It was cool, right? And after we got done hanging out in the pool room, doing a little bit of swimming, Justin has an idea. He goes, yo, what if we go outside and we play some midnight hide and seek? Now, at the time, that sounded kind of fun. And I was like, yo, I'm down. But then I thought about it and I was like, wait, Justin's dad literally said if we go outside, we have to stay in the front and backyard. And there wasn't really any places to hide in either. So I brought that up. I was like, oh, it sounds fun. But like, if we have to stay in your front and backyard, there's not many places to hide. He kind of had like nothing out there. There was nothing to really hide behind. And Justin goes, dude, I've done this like 100 times. We'll be okay as long as we don't leave the neighborhood. All right. We can, stray off into other people's yards and stuff. It'll be fine. And Justin was essentially saying, like, we can break the rules a little bit. We can, stray a little far away from the house. We just can't leave this street. And I definitely knew that we weren't supposed to be doing that. But I was just like, okay, sure. Like, you've done it. Let's do this. So, yeah, I didn't question it. I thought, let's do it. So everybody poured outside into the front yard, and we started playing hide and seek. Now, I was the birthday boy, so I did not have to go first. I didn't have to seek first. That was nice. I got to hide first. Justin was actually the seeker first, and he started counting backwards from like 3 minutes, and we all ran off into the night to go hide. And for the most part, everybody split up, but me and my homie Nathan, we went somewhere together. We went like 2 houses over to the neighbors, and we hid behind their garbage can in their driveway, which honestly was such a dumb idea, because if they had cameras or anything and they saw us creeping there, they might be like, yo, is someone trying to break in? And they might come out and freak out, or like call the cops. So that was pretty dumb. Obviously, guys, if any of you ever play hide and seek and you're outside, stay on your own property. Do not go into other people's. That's not okay. Anyway, we're on this other person's driveway and we're behind their trash cans. And for the first 10 minutes of the game, Justin can't find us and our spot is going great. But after a while, we start getting bored. We're like, all right, this is a good spot, but it's almost a little bit too good. There's no risk, he can't find us at all. Let's go somewhere else. So we decide to move 10 to 15 feet up, and we're still in the same person's yard, but we're behind their tree now, and their tree is right next to the sidewalk. And we're just hiding behind this tree, and I keep peeking out to the right of it, and I see Justin looking for everybody, and he still hasn't found anybody, by the way. It's been 15 minutes, 20 minutes almost, and he has not found a single person. So needless to say, Justin was ass cheeks at hide and seek. Motherfucker was buns. But yeah, he didn't find anybody yet. And finally, after 25 minutes of looking, he finds someone. He finds one of our friends behind a dumpster. It was across the street in this church parking lot. He was behind this dumpster, and he found him. So now there was 2 seekers. That's how we were playing. If you got caught, you had to help seek. So now that there's 2 seekers, they start finding people a lot faster. And before we know it, everybody's found except me and Nathan. And me and Nathan are still behind this tree by the sidewalk in this neighbor's yard. And honestly, I can't believe we weren't the first found. We were literally right next to Justin's house. We were literally 1 house over. We were the closest to Justin. But for some reason, he didn't think to look over there. He was too focused on the other side of the neighborhood. And the more and more people he'd find, they somehow still didn't find us. I couldn't believe that none of them strayed over to where we were and found us, but they didn't. But finally, after everybody was caught, I kind of knew that it was almost time, right? We'd be getting caught very soon. They'd find us. So we're just sitting behind this tree, me and Nathan, and I'm not even peeking around it anymore and looking because I don't want to get seen. And all of a sudden, Nathan taps me on the shoulder and he's like, look. And he points forward. And I turn around and I look and I see 2 men coming down the sidewalk. They're walking down the neighborhood. And they look like they're probably about, I don't know, teenagers, late teenagers, probably 18, 19. And yeah, they're coming down from the right side of the neighborhood. Everybody that's seeking for us, they're on the left side still. They're making their way towards us. But all my friends were still pretty far away from us, right? And these guys were getting closer. And I can't lie, I get a little bit sketched out. We're 2 kids hiding behind a tree right by the sidewalk that these guys are about to walk by. And if they see us, they might get scared and get angry at us, or maybe they won't care. I was just nervous, right? I didn't want to piss these guys off. I was always very paranoid as a young teenager. Anytime I approached somebody or they approached me and I didn't know them, I'd get paranoid. I'd get scared. My anxiety was a little bit up, right? It was a little bit raised. I'd say about 20 to 30% raised than it typically was. And I told Nathan that. I was like, yo, hopefully these guys aren't sketchy about us being here. He goes, nah, they probably won't care, bro. If they say anything, we'll just say we're playing hide and seek. Now, we were worried about the wrong shit, because when these guys finally approached us and walked by, one of them noticed us, and he goes, what the fuck? What are you guys doing there? And I was like, oh, we're playing hide and seek. And this guy goes, stand up. And I was like, okay. So I stand up, and so does Nathan. And this guy goes, what do you guys got on you? And I was like, what? And he goes, your pockets, empty them. These two fucking teenagers were trying to rob us, bro. They were trying to rob me and Nathan. And keep in mind, bro, I'm freshly 15. Nathan's 15. We're fucking kids, dude. We don't have any money on us. We don't have anything on us that's like worth a damn. The only thing I had on me that was worth anything was my $50 Chipotle gift card. It was in my back pocket. So I told them that. I was like, yo, I don't have anything on me, man. I'm 15. It's my birthday. Like, all I have is this gift card I got. And I pulled it out. And this kid, the other one, he swipes out of my hand. He goes, that'll work. And they both start walking away. And I was like, what the fuck? And me and Nathan try and ask them nicely, like, yo, can we please have that back? Like, it's my birthday, man. And they go, get the fuck out of here before it's a problem. So we back up, right? We're not trying to like piss these two dudes off that are significantly older than us and risk, getting hurt or something. Cause, they were in their late teens. They were both, built like adults. Okay. We weren't trying to get beat up. So we backed up and let them walk by. And we proceeded to run around them really fast and run down the sidewalk to where all of our friends were looking for us. And I told everyone, I was like, yo, like, game's over, like, you found us, whatever. Those two dudes that are coming our way right now, they just robbed me out of my $50 Chipotle gift card. And Justin goes, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, yeah, bro. He's like, hell no, bro, let's get it back. And I was like, dude, they're both like probably 18, 19 years old, both like, older than us. They will win in a fight. Let's just not make it a problem. Like, whatever, I'll just lose the card. Who cares? And Justin goes, fuck no, bro. That's your gift. It's your birthday. There's 2 of them. There's 6 of us. We got this. Now, before I continue, don't ever do this if you ever find yourself in a situation similar, okay? Just don't. If someone steals from you, just call the fucking cops, man. But Justin was like hell-bent. He was like, bro, hell no. There's 6 of us, 2 of them. We got this. So he proceeds to run over to his garage. He opens it up. He tells everyone to come in quick. He then tells everybody to grab a weapon. He grabs a paintball gun. Nathan grabs one of Justin's airsoft guns. And then the rest of us grab skateboards because that's what was left that could be perceived as a weapon, I guess, right? And I remember thinking after we left the garage and we started walking down the driveway towards these 2 guys that this was a terrible idea. Like, even back then in my head, I was like, this is a bad idea. Like, if these guys see us approaching them with all this shit, and they have any kind of real weapons on them, like, I don't know, a pocket knife or something worse, we could end up getting very hurt tonight. But I just didn't think to stop everybody. I was just like, all right, like, whatever, we're in too deep. And we approach these 2 dudes, and Justin goes, yo, give me my homie his fucking gift card back. And they both turn around and they're like, what the fuck? And they see us all surrounding them with an airsoft gun, a paintball gun, skateboards. And when they turn around, Justin recognizes one of them. He goes, what the fuck? Yo, you robbed my friend? And yeah, I guess this kid, this like 18, 19-year-old kid, he was a neighbor of Justin's. Like, he lived like 5 houses down. So that explains why Justin recognized him. And that's, why he was walking down that street. And Justin starts like cussing this dude out. He's like, what the fuck's wrong with you, bro? Like, we're having my friend's birthday party here. We're playing some hide and seek. And you fucking rob him out of his gift? You're a scumbag. And like, he's just cussing this dude out. And this dude actually feels bad. He takes the gift card and gives it to me. And he goes, my bad. Like, I don't want any problems with y'all. My bad. Like, I'm sorry. I didn't know that you guys were friends. And he points to me and Justin. He's like, I didn't know. I wouldn't have done that otherwise. You can have your gift back. My bad. And Justin won't let it go. He's like, nah, fuck that, bro. Like, so you're saying that if there's 2 other kids walking down the street and you saw them, you would have robbed them? You're that kind of fucking dude, bro? You steal from kids? You scare kids? That's fucking scummy. And this dude's like trying to apologize and Justin's not having it. And he's bitching this dude out, bro. Justin, at his age of like 15, is bitching this dude out and the other dude, to be honest, because he kept looking over at him too and like saying shit. And just was completely humbling these 2 dudes that were older than him. And after like probably 5 minutes of just straight cursing them out, he goes, get the fuck out of here. Like, leave. And they're like, all right. And they turn around and they start walking away. And I thought it was over, right? I thought we'd turn around, we'd walk back up to the house, we'd go inside. It was a win, right? I got my gift card back. We were good. Nah, dude, as soon as they turned around and started walking away and we start like turning around to leave as well, Justin turns back around to look at them from behind and starts shooting the paintball gun at their feet to make them start running. He didn't hit them, but he was scaring them with it. And they start running and he's yelling, yeah, it sucks being scared in your own neighborhood, doesn't it? And these motherfuckers just ran, bro. They sprinted off that neighborhood street. They were gone. And I remember looking at Justin and being like, bro, you're nuts. He's like, fuck that shit, man. Like, I know that dude. He's a scumbag. And I was like, damn. And yeah, bro, Justin, like, I've never seen someone with such like main character syndrome. That dude like really just like stepped up and bitched these two out, got my gift card back, and then like scared them so bad they ran off the street. Now, like I said earlier, don't do this, obviously. Don't do what Justin did. Don't do what they did. Don't do what anyone did in this story, okay? None of it's okay. But in the moment, I was very thankful for Justin. That dude saved me. Very, very good friend. Anyway, after this, we went back inside. We kind of like chilled out for a second, kind of let the adrenaline wear off. And like a minute or two after being inside, me and all my friends look at each other and we all just start laughing. Because it was just like, what the fuck just happened? And Justin looks over at me and he's like, bro, you having a good birthday so far? And I was like, dude, fuck yeah. Now the story time doesn't actually end there. So fast forward, the rest of that night was very fun. We practically pulled an all-nighter. We were up to like 6 a.m. hanging out, just playing video games, kind of just eating junk food, being kids, right? Well, the next morning, or afternoon, I should say, we wake up at about 12:30, 1 p.m. probably. And Justin's parents are at the table. You know, they have food set up for us and shit. And we go in there and we're eating like breakfast/lunch. And while we're at the table, Justin brings up to his parents that kid that lives like 5 houses down tried to rob me last night. So not only did Justin bitch them out and like scare them away with a paintball gun, but he then snitched on them the next morning and got his parents to call his mom and ground him. They took the dude's car away, his car keys. They grounded him for like a month because they tried to, you know, steal from one of Justin's friends in the middle of the night. And Justin's parents weren't even mad at us for like breaking their rules or anything, like kind of, you know, going beyond the yard. They were just more concerned about me. So yeah, the parents, Justin's parents, ended up calling that dude's parents down the street and getting him grounded. And I looked over at Justin after it was all said and done, and I was like, bro, you're evil. He's like, what? And he's laughing. I was like, bro, we already won. Like, I got my gift card back. They left us alone. You scared the shit out of them. You know, they were intimidated, right? But then you woke up today and you were like, you know what? I need even more revenge. I'm going to get him grounded. Like, that's insane. And we're all laughing. And he's like, yeah, well, fuck that dude. He shouldn't steal from kids. And yeah, that dude got grounded. And you know what's crazy, bro? You know what's funny? I forgot to mention this earlier, but when Justin's parents called that dude's parents that robbed me and told them about what happened, that dude tried to tell his parents, like, hey, but like they came at me with like skateboards and like a paintball gun and an airsoft gun, and Justin shot the paintball gun at me. The parents didn't care. They were like, you shouldn't have been stealing to begin with. And they didn't care about Justin shooting the paintball gun towards them. Like I said, he didn't hit them. He wasn't aiming at them, just like the ground near them. But still, you know, he shouldn't have been doing that and he could have gotten in a lot of trouble, but he didn't. I'd say in the end, we all got off very easy, including Justin. And that guy, the one that stole from me, did not get off very easy. So there's a few morals to this story, obviously. Number one, just don't do anything I talked about in this story. Don't sneak out and go into other people's yards and play hide and seek. That's just dumb. Don't rob people like those guys did to me. Don't try and get revenge on someone stealing from you. Just call the cops. Don't go into the garage and turn skateboards into weapons and grab paintball guns and airsoft guns like we did. It just goes to show how like insanely stupid we were when we were younger. But yeah, in the end, it did make for a great story. I will say, I think this is a very fun story, but yeah, don't do what we did. Don't. Be good. But yeah, guys, that is the end of the story. One of my most interesting birthday parties ever. I won't lie. I've had a lot of interesting birthdays, but this one was definitely like top 3. Thought it was a fitting story time topic today to talk about this on my birthday today. And yeah, guys, that's the story. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. And once again, thank you for all the birthday wishes. I appreciate all of you. But yeah, guys, subscribe if you're new. I will see you all later. Peace.